want to say, though, a lot of times I used to be really tough on myself, and I actually have a lot of shame around the fact that I keep getting triggered in this one area. And I don't understand why I cannot just get over it. Jesus has such great compassion and understanding for us. He approaches our healing journey with such gentleness and also with incredible patience and care. Really understanding this revelation of Jesus gets us. He was there then. He's with us now. We are not alone in processing this. It might take time, but He is with us every step of the way. I used to really struggle with, does God really have compassion for me? And where was He during those past painful moments? And also that He abandoned me during the past. Actually, carrying that belief really hurt me from moving on, and also really stifled my healing and my growth. I really needed Jesus to completely change my perspective and really heal me in this area. Or Isaiah 49:15, can a mother forget the baby at her breast and have no compassion on the child she bore? Though she may forget, I will not forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Jesus was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and familiar with suffering. Like one from whom men hide their faces, He was despised, and we esteemed Him not. Surely He took up our infirmities and carried our sorrows. Yet we considered Him stricken by God, smitten by Him, and afflicted. But He was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon Him, and by His wounds we are healed. I share these verses because these verses have been so healing for me when I'm wrestling with these types of tough questions. And honestly, this has been a part of my healing journey and finding freedom from these triggers is just meditating on those verses. For so long, I was carrying such an orphan spirit, or this like God had abandoned me then and He's going to abandon me now, and I've got to be the one to figure out all this healing and all these triggers and the roots, and it's all on me, putting way too much pressure on myself. Such lies, because He is here with me now in this process, walking alongside me every step of the way. See, He knows and He understands our pain and why we react the way we do. He gets the entire story. He understands all the perspectives involved. He is not shaming us to be better, and there's so much peace that does really come from this. You know, the cool thing is Isaiah 53:3, as I was opening up my Bible to read that, I noticed that right beside that verse, I actually wrote in big capital letters, no religious spirit allowed here. And it's so cool because this verse proves that there is absolutely no room for a religious spirit. I didn't realize it, but I had been carrying a religious spirit through this whole time. And the religious spirit was actually what was holding me back and stifling my healing and my growth. I want to talk to you a little bit about what is a religious spirit. Well, a religious spirit is what condemns us, what guilts us, what tells us that we have to be better. It rejects Jesus, that we are Jesus' righteousness, that all the pressure is on us to be better. It's a performance mindset that tries to make us better. And also it carries the belief that not only we must be the ones to pay for our shortcomings, but that Jesus just doesn't have compassion on us. He just doesn't get us, and He just doesn't get the situation. People will misunderstand us. Even our own family will misunderstand us. But Jesus gets us. He gets the situation, and He gets all the entire perspectives that are playing at hand. Even when our own family is like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that she is still dealing with this. Jesus has great compassion on us, great understanding for us, and Jesus has great patience for us in this entire healing journey. So most of the time, Jesus has more patience for us than we do for ourselves. Patience is key when you're going through this healing process, waiting on God to ultimately give you lasting healing from these triggers. Really letting this revelation sink in, that is where transformation's really going to happen.